Tasha, what's up?
Nothing. How are you?
Good.
I haven't seen you in so long. Oh my
I know.
God.
A very long time. Are you still in Jersey?
Yeah.
All right. You know this is recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna do something new today. Since y'all been doing this for a very long time and I wasn't able to do it because I would normally have to start getting ready to go to work.
Oh,
So I wasn't
okay.
able to do it. But no more job. So well today would officially been my last day. I would have put in my 2 weeks on the 9th.
Oh,
And then I would have worked tonight and then I would have been done with the job. So how's it going over there?
good. It's cold.
Cold?
Yeah. I just came from walking the dog, so I like have my hat on.
Oh, okay. How's your dad doing? He's jumping on?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh, you don't speak to
Yeah.
him?
I don't speak to him that much anymore.
I hear you. Hey, it is what it is. I haven't spoke to my mom in years. So
I know. I know.
you know? Who told you?
Yeah. Huh?
Who told you?
Terrain.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What does she know? Don't you love it when people don't? I haven't spoke to her in years either. So what does she know? Anyway, yeah, she was on last week. So, but then I guess David was the moderator,
Yeah.
and you only had an hour and a half before it would cut
Usually
off.
like half hour. Well, since I've been on, because they've been doing it for a long time, which I didn't know. And then so maybe I came on maybe a couple of months back or whatever. So he was only doing it for like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But then like we started to get more people, out of the family joining. So
And they all can't fit.
yeah, because I was trying to get on last week and I couldn't. I was like, I don't know.
Well, what happens is when it's free, you have limited. So you have limited people and then limited time.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. So I was like, yo, Dave, I do this. Like I have a podcast. So I'm like, yo, y'all just jump on mine. Everybody could come on. We can stay as long as we want. Hey guys, what's up?
Hello.
Hi, Aunt Faye. How you feeling?
Good.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. You look good.
Marsha?
Hi, Sheena.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Hey,
Welcome.
Two Hands.
Hi, what's up?
Hey, Trent.
Your screen is split for some reason.
I don't know. I think I need a new phone.
Okay, everybody's coming on. There's Dave.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, David.
All right.
Right, who we got here?
I can't see you. I see
I
like a
got-
picture of you.
We got
Can't
Tasha
see.
on. Sheena's on. You're on.
All right, can you see me
Allison's
now?
on. There you go.
All right. Good,
I'm going to
good.
go off and come back and see if I can fix that split screen.
Yeah,
Okay,
do that, Ma. Cut your phone off.
Okay.
Okay.
she got a phone and computer on at the same time?
That's
Got
probably
you.
what it is. Yeah. Probably got it both on. You're right.
Wow.
She must have
That's
done that
my-
before.
Yeah, I've seen lots of things people do. I'll be like, what in the world?
Did you see that game? Did you
Man.
see that game?
I'm so disappointed. It's not even funny, man. It's not even funny. They just gave up at the very end. And it's like, what in the hell are y'all doing? Wow.
So the podcast I had on Wednesday, I was trying to get you on. I had two friends on. They were 49ers fans. That's why I wanted you to get in there and talk.
Oh, wow. I bet y'all had a conversation, huh?
We did, and I couldn't, and I didn't record it. I messed up. I didn't get it recorded. So we're gonna do it again this Wednesday, though. You're free to
Okay.
jump on. Any of the sports fans want to jump on. Wednesday will be the night where you could jump on. We could talk sports. Sunday will be the night where the family could come on and we could talk. And then Monday's the night where my boys from elementary school, high school, they jump on and talk. So I'm starting to do this every day now. Now I don't have the job.
All right.
So yeah. So who else? Wait, who's this now? Who else came on?
That's definitely look like.
Oh, same six. Okay.
Hey, Steph.
Hey,
Tiffany.
Hey, Benaya.
Oh,
Hey,
Serena.
how y'all doing? What's the dog's name?
No.
Milo.
Marlo?
Milo. Milo.
What kind
Milo.
of dog is it?
It's a Yorkie.
Oh, okay.
He's spoiled.
Bet he is.
So it's good. How did the week go? Everybody had good weeks?
Yes, I would.
Yeah.
And all you guys are in cold weather right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Sheena. But Sheena, is it
Yeah.
cold in Orlando? It's a little chilly out here.
yeah, it's cold down here right now.
Well, I wouldn't consider it cold. I'd say a little chilly.
Yeah, chilly. Yeah.
Let's not fall into the fact of the other ones that are up there freezing their butts off. I gave my dad the
Yeah.
link. I finally got him hooked up, his phone hooked up to Zoom. And I gave him the link, but he said he wasn't feeling well. And I said, Dad, this is exactly why they do this. So every week we can come on, see who's not feeling well, give him some blessings, stuff like that. I don't know. For years, I've been trying to get this man to get it.
What about your sister? Where's she at?
I don't know, man. You got to talk to her because I don't.
Yeah, we got to fix that, man.
There ain't nothing to fix.
Oh, yes, it is.
No, there's nothing to see. That's where the misconception is.
Yeah.
It's right now, it's not about fixing anything. It's about building everything. So if you're not in the mindset of trying to build something, then what's the point? I deal with people that want to build. So if you don't understand that concept, then I gotta move on. That's all it is. So there's really nothing to, feel free for her to come on and do what we got to do. But is she feeling free to do that? No. So keep it
Well,
moving.
you know how terrain is.
Exactly.
She's a little bullheaded, but
You know
And
what?
you're right.
I don't even want to give names. Like I don't want to call nobody. People are who they are. You just got to figure out who they are and see if you can work with them or see if you can. And that's it.
right.
No matter if you
You're
family or
exactly
not.
right. That was the wrong term to use. People can't be fixed because we are not machines, not cars, not like we can go out there and change out a starter and hope they work, So you're right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. I'm not mad. It's nothing to be upset about. But if you keep focusing on dealing with the wrong people, you're gonna end up always getting the wrong results. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand who you deal. It's like a coach. You bring in a team, you want to make sure the players on your team fit. If they don't, you're gonna have problems. And if you have a team that don't fit, as a coach, you got to figure out what's the best way to get the best out of these players. And that's what we do. Well,
That's
the
a
people
good way of
surrounded
looking
by
at
me.
it. That's a good way of looking at it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I just wish everybody had that same mindset.
Yo, for years, since I've been living there, I've been trying to explain to them. They don't want to hear it. So I'm sick of getting headaches and beating my head against the wall. So got to keep it moving. Went to Orlando, found a group of people that, had the same mentality I had. We built something. I moved to Fort Lauderdale, ran the same people that had the same mentality I had. We built something. Now we connecting the two cities according to what we're building. See? And then I can do that to New York. I can do that to whoever's wherever. We can all build. But who has that mentality? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Time goes on.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. I don't want to take control of everything because I do have a habit of doing that. So we're gonna get into some questions. So what's this? How was Tasha? You wasn't here last week. How was your New Year's?
Oh, it's quiet. As
Quiet?
usual. Yeah.
All right. I might have gotten a little bit louder if y'all.
No, you're fine. Hey, Tasha, when last time you talked to Woogie?
That
Oh,
long.
wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we gotta get a hold of him too. I've been sending him the links, but he hasn't reached out or anything like that. So I don't know exactly what's going on with Woogie. So I'm gonna have to reach out to him personally and see what's going on.
I don't know.
Mama, have you talked to him lately, Stephanie and Sheena?
No, I haven't. Since he with that woman, I don't fool with him like that.
So he's got another girlfriend.
He got a raccoon.
Oh,
Oh.
That ain't like, you know.
Yeah.
You being
Hey,
recorded.
I was just loving how
Nope.
family members talk about each other. It's amazing.
no, she ain't family now. She is not no family.
You being recorded, Sheena.
I don't
It's
care.
fine. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on now. Wait.
Hey,
Hold on.
put,
Yes, it
You
is
know,
recorded,
Tim.
but it
Yeah.
will be edited. It will be edited. So no one's gonna make fun and make names. It won't.
I'm
That
gonna
stuff
put
won't
it
be
on there.
involved.
Jenna don't care.
Oh, don't be afraid to say what you want to say. Don't be afraid.
That's
Well,
a very dangerous thing right there.
I don't know. Yeah, having relationships, it's tough, man. You don't know, but I don't know if there's a fight between Tasha, you and your dad, like fight, or y'all just don't meet on the same level. Maybe that's what it is, right? Because that's what happened with me and my mom.
It's both. Both.
Yeah, I mean, they just don't get it, Like,
You're
all
right.
right, I'm gonna tell you when I lost my mom. All right, this is when I was done. It was a little bit after my show, so it was around 2014. I rented a car, left Orlando, got to New York in about 2 or 3 days, and I sat in the car with my cousin and my dad. And my cousin was telling me about, I know y'all know about the house situation, right? So that's when it started. Now, me and Sean, we sat down and we had a compromise. And we was like, all right, yo, let's do this. Okay. I went to my mother with the compromise. This is what she said to me. Okay. She said, whatever it is you have to say, I don't want to hear it. I can almost quote that. So if that's the case, then you're never going to hear it again. I don't think a mother should say that to any kids, children of theirs. But that's what happened with me. So I was like, all right. Now we're at where we're at. But we wouldn't have been there had they would have just sat down like this, talked about it. We could have done it everything ourselves. We didn't have to go to court and bring in the judges and the lawyers and pay all these people. Like I said, this is why I tell people, police are for people who need it. If you can't police yourself, there's a police agency out there that'll do it for you, right? Doctors are for people who need it. If you can't take care of yourself health-wise, there's doctors that'll do it. Politicians, people are like, oh, the president, this, that. Yo, if you can't politic yourself, there's politicians out there that will do it for you. So here I am making a compromise with my cousin. All they had to do was listen to it. They could have added their own adjustments and we could have worked this out, just us. Nah, they want to take it to the next level. It don't make no sense to me. Like, it's just a waste of time dealing with that. I'm sorry. I'm done now.
But yeah, you're right. Again, I on the same wavelength as you are with that, especially when it comes to the government. We always look into the government to fix our problems, which I think that is the biggest mistake we ever made in America. And when the problem is actually in the household, right? We should not be looking to the government or any kind of agency to fix our problems, something we can do ourselves.
Exactly. So I deal with people who do that, and if you're not doing that, that's okay. I got no problem with it, but you got to move out my way because now you're in it. See what I'm saying? And that's all it is. So if you can jump on you want to jump on my bandwagon and get through the parade, let's do it. Or you can sit on the side and watch my bandwagon float right through you, right past you. That's where I'm at. That's where my team is at. That's where we're all at in 2022. There's no more complaining and there's no more explaining. We're going to start doing things. The pandemic came, it kind of went, businesses back up. Our businesses survived. I went to Orlando and there's like 2 or 3 businesses that did not survive. I was surprised. I was shocked. But we did. So we just got to keep moving. So you can jump on board or you can watch us go. It's all good.
So now I got a question, because now we're hearing from the human side. We're hearing from the
logical side,
the religious aspect side.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know I'm going to hit it. I know Well,
Let's
you
do
got
it.
now. Now here's the thing, Terrence. You got to listen to the other side too before you start, tuning them out. So,
I don't tune anybody out though.
what I like for us to do is to listen to both sides, not just religious, not just from the logical, some from the empathy, from the sympathy. I want to hear it from all aspects of life, right?
Right, but
Because
Dave, you have to
everybody's
understand.
looking at, right? So everybody's looking at it from a different point of view.
Okay,
Right.
but you understand something. I've been hearing it from the emotional side ever since I've been living in that house.
Oh,
So it's
I
not
feel you.
new. It's not
I
new
feel
to
you.
me.
Now,
It's
see,
not new to me. I
bro,
know.
I feel you.
You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
you.
The emotions got to go, man. We can't build pyramids on emotions. We got to put our hands in the dirt. We got to put our minds together, and we got to figure out how to make it work. You can't use emotion in that. After it's done, you could be as emotional as you want, but before it's done, we got to get it working, moving. That's where I'm at. So whatever it is they got to say, that's fine. But if you're not on the mindset of, all right, we got to get together, start moving this, it don't make no sense for me to be around. I'm out. So it's all good.
Friends, why do you think your mom said that?
Because that's the type of person she is. She don't want to hear it from no one. You know what? I thought about this one day. I was like, man, I've never heard my mother say sorry. She thinks nothing's never her fault. So it's like, if that's the case, that's fine. If you want to be that way, that's great. I'll just keep it moving because that's a waste of time in my sense.
But I think you need to forgive her.
Once again, I said it's okay. I said that 100 times. It's all right. It's not on me. That decision is based on the person. When I moved to Florida, my goal was to become a teacher, holidays, go home. I got the degree, but Sheena would know, the education system down here is way different from up north. So I was like, I ain't doing that. So I started getting into people that were trying to build some businesses. So I got a few, we tried, whatever. I used to go home twice a year. I used to go home for Jadia's birthday. I used to go home for Jaden's birthday. Every time I went home, it's a problem. They want to argue. Like, they don't want to talk about what we can do. They want to talk about what's already done and why. Come on, man, I ain't got time for that. So you know what? I work. I had jobs, 2-3 jobs. I had to take time off, vacation. So I would take my vacation time to see them, but it wasn't worth it. All right, cool. Now I'm just going to take my vacation time and go on my cruises. So 3 years in a row, I went on cruises just before COVID, because I got to value that time. I worked my tail off to get that time off. So when I go up there to see them and they're not happy to see me, they want to argue and, come on, man, I ain't got time for that. I'm sorry. But if they want to talk and have a discussion about what we can do to make things better, let's do it. I'm all for it. That's what my podcasts are for. Putting people together, trying to build something.
But got to the level that you can agree to disagree.
On what?
Anything.
But why do we have to disagree?
Well, take me and my mother for an example.
Okay.
Take me and my mother for an example. The way I grew up, right? Pentecostal, holiness, church. That's the way I grew up, right? But as you venture out and get exposed to other religion, other, ethnicity, parts of the world, just different things. There's a lot of things I grew up with I don't agree with, but me and my mother, we can agree, we get along, we agree to disagree. She does what she does. What she does, I have no problem with, because what she does, she helps a lot of people. That you cannot deny. But at the same token, I can step back and say, hey, it didn't work for me that way, but it doesn't mean that we have to, be split and be, not angry, but to the point to where we don't talk to one another. We don't, express our love to one another. We are not at that point. So right now we just at a point to where, this particular realm, the religion realm, we just don't really talk about it. You know? So we can agree to disagree.
Okay, I hear you on that one. Religion is a tough topic, especially
It is.
when you're dealing with generations. You know what I mean? So, but but I'm ready for the challenge. Anybody want to talk religion, you come see me anytime you want.
Oh yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah.
But I want to hear again, Auntie.
Religion is different from salvation.
What's the difference?
Religion is like a duty, something you have to do. Salvation is the saving of your soul by Jesus Christ.
Okay,
Because
so
he died for us. But religion is like you do something religiously. And there are a lot of religions in the world, but religion doesn't save you. It's only the blood of Jesus that saves you.
okay, and you were raised on that, so you believe that wholeheartedly.
It's biblical.
Okay, but I don't want to go biblical. I want to go you, because
Me,
a lot of what I realize, being a teacher, being a coach, being a motivator, is if you want someone to pay attention to you, you got to talk about you. A lot of things about me is I went to Catholic school. When they kept bringing out the Bible and every other excuse except for themselves, I couldn't handle it. If you want someone to listen to you, you need to talk about you, not that it's in a Bible or this and that and the other. If that's how you feel, you're gonna gather the troops, but they have to feel it, that it's coming from you, not a book. And growing up, everything was coming from a book and not a person. Who do you trust then? The book? The book don't breathe. The book don't talk. It's the people around you. So when someone comes to you now with more information than what you have, it's hard to be open-minded when you've been born and raised on what's one thing. And that's another toughie growing up in this world, that me going to Catholic school, everything was great. But like David said, when I started to venture into these other religions to see, what they talking about, to be honest with you, it was all the same. So I was like, wait a minute, if all these religions are the same, then what's the point? Well, the point is to divide. Because if I got you believing in one thing and I got your son believing in something else, I can now start a war between you two. And it was programmed in both of y'all. And once somebody finds out and tries to explain to everybody else, they want to outcast them like they did Jesus. They had Jesus with the criminals, and they were like, who do you want to sacrifice? And they said, the one that doesn't believe what we believe in. That's the one they took, not the ones that committed a crime, but the ones that they were scared of. Let's get rid of this guy. He's a problem to us. That's my opinion on it. So when you got someone like David coming through with some more information, you got to open up and listen, even if you don't agree with it, because it might answer some of the questions that you've had since you were a child. You never know.
well, you're right about the experience, because, that's why I'm so passionate, because I know what the Lord did for me. I know that his spirit is real, and I know that the Holy Ghost is real because he baptized me in his spirit. And I did speak in tongues, and that was something I'd never done before. So I know it's real for myself. Nobody have to tell me. So I had the experience, and I know he's in me. The Spirit of God lives inside of me. So I'm grateful to the Lord that he saved my soul. And after we leave this life, our soul has to spend eternity somewhere. So you have to choose. I mean, and it's true. I know we don't like to talk about hell and the lake of fire, but it is so. So if you refuse Jesus, that's where you're going to end up, in the lake of fire for eternity. So I'm thankful that God saved me. And not only that, the Holy Ghost is a leader and a guide. It teaches you, it leads you, it tells you what to say, what to do, because it is really the Lord himself living inside of you. Can you imagine God living in you, the God that made the whole world, the universe, living inside your body? But when you receive the Holy Ghost, that's what happens. God himself comes and lives inside of you. Isn't that awesome?
It's been awesome because God has always been inside us. Always. I mean, it says it in the Bible. He made us in the image of him
Yeah,
from
but
the
you're
very
forgetting
beginning.
about the sin thing with Adam and Eve. And when they sinned, they took all of us with them. So it's a sin factor in there. And the sin has to be washed away.
But that's
And
never
that's
going
only,
to be washed away because you're always going to have good and evil. That's what keeps the world balanced.
I like that because
That's
I'm
your
gonna get to
negative, you
that.
got your
That's what I'm getting to, David. So you're in trouble. I'm coming for you.
Hey, you don't want to come this way, boy.
I'm coming. Nope, I'm coming.
Hey.
Full steam ahead. So check this out. There's a book, and this is where me and Uncle Keith, when we was in Jamaica, we was talking. There's a book called The Met Two Netter. Okay, I don't know if you guys if you have ever seen it before or read it, but the book is about ancient Egyptian civilization, how they were raised, and their civilizations were based on the maturity of their spirit. Okay, and it gets very, very deep. So I'm gonna try to not get too deep with it, but in the book, it explains that, like you said, the spirit is within us. I'm going to take it a step further and say, we are the spirit. We are the gods. I see everything that lives and dies on this planet as God, because everything that lives and dies on this planet gets a certain experience. Now, you talked about the soul when it goes. Well, what the soul does, it's like a memory card. You know, the experiences that you had on this earth when you pass, that experience from that soul goes into the needer. That's what they call it, the needer, the Metu needer, the needer, and then it regenerates itself, and that's where you get the continuation of creation. Now, that's just a lower level of what I just said.
Yeah.
But when I read this
Why do
book,
you think you have? Why do you think you have what they call deja vu?
yes, because of that, because we've been here before, been here, and we're coming back. You see, and the ones that focus their energy on trying to remember when they come back, some of them could get to that level. Some of us can't, you know, but there's other things that we're great at, but because we keep stopping people from being who they are, being that God within them, they're not able to get to where they need to be. See, that's why the best parent, the best gods are the ones that allow. Because when you allow, what you're saying is, I'm not afraid. I trust you to know what you're doing for you and for us. But when you start, this one's a this and that one's a that, you start pointing fingers, you're not giving that person any chance to become who they are. You know? Listen, y'all want to talk. Let me tell you something. Jackie, I don't know if Jackie can't be on this because her last name is Hill. No, she could be on this, right?
Yeah. And if you don't have to have the last name Hill.
Just gotta be blood.
Because I'm trying to get Ryan Matthias, which is Charles's two boys, which are doing phenomenal in life. Ryan, he's like a teacher or something, Stephanie, right? A coach.
Yeah.
And then Matthias, he's been working for UPS for how long? 30 plus years. I don't know, something like that. Very amazing, you know. So no, you don't have to have the last name Hill.
Okay.
Right. So yeah.
But yeah, so that's where I'm on. So then in the book it explains how like you have levels of the spirit. So depending on what level of the spirit you are is where they put you in that society. And that makes a lot of sense. And then they conquered, they took the people that conquered took what they thought they knew and then developed another civilization. And that's usually what happens. That's why a lot of knowledge gets secret when these countries get taken over. But my thing is respect all. You know, even when like I said, I went to Catholic school. They what's the first commandment? I am the Lord your God. You should have no other gods than me. That's the most hypocritical line I've in my life now that I've ever read, because everything's a God, everything. And if I treat everything like God, that means everything that's
with a little
created
G,
around
mama.
me.
With a little G, mama.
You can
Not
put the
big
little
G.
G, you can put the big G. You can give it another name. You can give it microphone, whatever name you want to give it. It's okay. And once we start to develop the mindset that what everybody does is okay, as remember what I said when I first got on here, If it's not hurting you or anybody else, more power to you. You know, so if you believe in something and you're afraid to tell people because they're going to make fun of you, then you know what? You need to get more information on what you believe in so you can go up to these people and be like, yo, I know what I'm talking about, but do you? And they'll stop. You know, sorry.
Well, the difference between the book you read and the Bible is that it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word is God. So
Okay.
when you read the Bible, it is God, and holy men of God spake as they were moved by the Holy Ghost. So God's word is not like the book you read. It is
Okay.
actually God Himself speaking to us.
Okay. So if in the beginning it was God's word, well, what's a word? A word is vibration. Everything on this dimension goes by vibration. Every single thing. So that's right. But it just says it as God's word. That's just how things are. Everything on this planet has a vibration level, which causes it to exist in this reality.
Okay, but it goes on to say, and the word was made flesh.
Right. Because
Talking about Jesus now, though.
okay, well,
And
hold on.
dwelt among us.
Hold on.
And He dwelt among us. And the reason He had to fulfill His purpose, He came to give His life that we might have life, because we were in sin. We had, and the only way we could get out of sin was for Jesus to come and die for us and shed His blood.
I want to interrupt for a minute. Because I want to give everybody else a chance to speak. So Tasha, I want to hear your point of view, because you're kind of a family member who's kind of stuck in the middle, because
Stuck
you
in the
see,
middle.
yeah, and let me explain. Because Tasha, when she grew up in West Virginia, she knew how me, Stephanie, Sheena, how we grew up when it comes to being Pentecostal, this, that, and the other. And she also saw how you, Tasha, trained Tanya in the Catholic system. Whereas kind of Tasha's in the middle, because, now correct me if I'm wrong, Tasha, you know, they wasn't really a family that went to church. Am I right or wrong, Tasha?
No, you're right.
So now, and that's why I want to get your perspective on this conversation, because you've seen both sides, and you've seen a lot more than you know, these two sides. So I want to hear, you know, from a person's perspective that we don't normally hear from.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I really don't know, because I don't like to talk about religion like that, because I don't really know enough to, you know, speak on it. But, you know, the time that I did live in West Virginia, you know, I knew you guys went to church a lot, and then I was going as well. But when I was in Georgia, I grew up as like a Baptist. I was in the Baptist church. So it was really like, it was different, you know, and I was probably so young that I probably couldn't understand it.
Right.
You know, the different, you know, between the Baptist, the Christian, then, you know, the Pentecostal. And then when I came to Jersey, I also experienced going to a Pentecostal church, and it was just not for me. Like, yeah. I just couldn't, I couldn't understand it. I didn't get it. It was just like, I don't know what this is. Like,
so how did it make you feel? I mean, because you couldn't understand it, did it make you feel like, wow, am I dirty? Am I sinful? Am I not a part of God, or what? How did that make you feel?
No, it didn't make me feel any of those things. I just felt like I just needed to find, I needed to find the right church for me to understand the word. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Okay, that's what, you know, and even to this day, like even when we, you know, like I'm an hour away from my mom, so we moved south, and down here, there's really no, you know, I still can't find my, you know, home church that I'm looking for.
So you
and
know
the home
church
now, that
right?
I did thought that when I was living, you know, where my mom was, I was going to this church, and it felt like, okay, like this could be the home church, but then as time went on, I didn't get that from the pastor when he was speaking every Sunday. I felt like it was just all about money. You want me, because it was a really big fancy church, those big, mega churches, what have you. And it was just, flashy and I was just like, no, this is not it. Like,
Well, and you're not wrong. What you're telling us, I don't want you to feel like, that you're speaking, you're blaspheming or anything like that. That's not the case. But what you're speaking of is true, because there's so many of people who feel that way.
mhm.
Right?
So what do? You create your own church, have your own sessions. That's it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And that's how churches
Meditate.
separate. You can meditate. You know what I'm saying? Like there's
Yeah.
other ways,
Mhm.
yeah. So, and that's the people I try to be around, people who creative. All right, that ain't happening. Let's try this. Let's try that. And when you're surrounded by people that don't want to do anything, it's hard to move.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, just keep doing what you got to do. But yeah, man, this book, I know the book, the Bible, it's gonna be hard to get it through, but I live in a reality where there's no hell. See,
We are in hell
no, but see,
right now.
see,
Right now.
because it makes more sense to me that the evils in someone's life is not a devil or a hell. The evils in someone's life, to me, is when you as a human being cannot control your basic human animal instincts. And that's what that book taught me the most. That's what that book taught me the most, is that the lower your spirit level, you have infant spirits, baby spirits, you have adult spirits. Oh, look, somebody's coming on. Look at that.
Who's this? Who is that?
My dad.
Is that Ray?
Yeah, it says Ronald Hill.
Okay, I see a big R. I thought it was somebody from Rutgers University or something.
No, it says Ronald at the bottom. So if you think about it, just think about bad stuff that you thought happened in your life. If you would have made a more non emotional decision, that evil probably wouldn't have happened. Like, okay, let's take for example, basic human animal instincts. We have to eat, right? You can eat when you're starving, or you can eat because you're going to eat stuff that's going to heal you, or you can just eat whatever you want. Someone that with a more developed spirit will be conscious on what they eat. They'll go into plant-based. They'll go into probably fasting. You know what I'm saying? They'll be more conscious of what they do. Sex. If you can't control your sexual habits, problems will happen in your life. STDs, unwanted pregnancies. If you're able to control those instincts that you have, I've never, look, I've had tons of friends that had abortions. I've never had an abortion, but I'm not never applauded for it. I've known people that had babies when they were 16. Hell, see how things are? But so and that's what I'm saying. So if you think about it, the evils, that to me, it made a lot of sense. I'm not saying it's the way of the world. I'm not saying it's God's way. It makes sense to me. I'm gonna use it. When I look at the things that happen that are bad in my life, it's because of the choices I chose to make, not some devil. That's how I feel.
Choices.
And you have to be accountable for the choices you make. So when I'm dealing with a mother that can never say it's my fault, you try growing up in that type of household.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna pump the brakes on that one, because you gotta. Let's reverse a little bit. Let's just back up a little bit, because the choices that we make as an adult, right? You have to be taught, right? When you grow up, you either have someone who's going to guide you, or you even have someone that's not going to guide you. So some of the choices that are being made simply because either A, they know because they were taught, or two, they ignorant because they were not taught, right? Choices. and I'm going to revert back to what I said at the very beginning. It really starts at the household. That's where it begins.
Yes, sir.
Right? When we talked about the government, we're talking about teachers. We want everybody else to raise the kids, teach the kids, this, that, and the other, when it actually is supposed to be that household's job. Now, to you, when it comes to your situation.
Who's you? Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
You have
What's the
to
situation?
understand. You have to understand where that person came from.
What situation?
I'm talking about between you and your mother. You have to understand. Have you sit down and ask yourself why she thinks or say the things she does?
I don't have to.
No.
I lived it. I know.
No. But have you sit down and had and understand why she does? Think about it. I sit in my room plenty of nights thinking about my mother, and I wonder why she so wrapped up in Pentecostal as she is. And if you look back at Grandma Hill, which was rooted, and if you look back at her mother, all the things that happened to Grandma Hill, I understand a lot more on why certain individuals in that family, the brothers and sisters of Grandma Hill, they do what they do, because once I got to the root of it and saw, wow, that's what happened, and that's what was taught, and that's why it was taught to us, and just so on and so forth. Right. So that's why I'm asking you, have you ever took the time and just ask, why did she say the things she does?
I know why already.
Okay. All right. Okay.
See, because like I said, spiritual development. When I read, look, the Bible's great. Believe me. I'm not knocking it.
Yeah, I agree.
But
it is.
This book, I guarantee, I recommend everybody read it, because it's like I read it and I became a what do you call those? Like a spiritual reader. Like the energy I used to feel, it elevated 10 times greater. Like I can so like this. Someone, let's say I'm talking to somebody and they say, and I know y'all heard this before, oh man, I can't live without my cigarettes. Does anybody here smoke?
Yeah, my daddy used to smoke all the time.
I'm talking about here in this room. Nobody here smokes cigarettes, right?
I don't know.
Okay. So, but have you ever heard that?
Mhm.
Yo, I can't live without, I can't. Yo, when I talk to someone and the words I can't live without comes out their mouth, I turn around, I walk away. Because to me, that's an underdeveloped spirit. That is someone that is depending on something outside themselves. You see, a God, right, is someone that knows everything they need is within them. Like you said, the spirit is within us. Jesus, J-E-S-U-S. In Hebrew, the J is silent. There's no J in Hebrew. So it's he's us in you. We are the Jesuses. That made perfect sense to me. And when I realized I was the God of the situation, my life changed. And I feel like religions keep people away from them thinking they are the God, especially with that original sin story. That original sin story right there tells everybody we're not a God because we're born with this. And it just doesn't make any sense. Now, if it works for you, that's okay. But it just doesn't work for me. You see? And that's what it is, David. You just have to learn how. I don't have to ask my mother why. I just have to know how she is and learn how to work with it. Well, the best way to work with my mother is to not talk to her. That's the best way. Now,
I disagree.
Now, yeah, I kind of disagree with that too.
Okay, but you're not the child to this mother, this lady.
No. You're right. You're right.
See?
Because believe it or not,
like she don't got my phone number.
I guarantee you.
Wait, you know what?
Wait, hold up.
No, one more.
I guarantee you, Terrence.
Hey, hold on,
I
one
guarantee
more
you
thing.
this.
David, one more thing, David.
All right.
I'm in Fort Lauderdale, right? My mother went to Margate.
Hey, Ray got his hand up.
Yeah, no, where is he?
You got his hand up.
I still don't see it. Oh.
He wants to say so. He got his hand up.
He doesn't know how to work
boom.
it. He doesn't know how to work it. That's what it is. I don't know what to do with that. That's funny. So my mother was about 5-6 miles away from me, right? She wasn't that far away. I could have hopped on my scooter and went to go see her, right? She didn't tell me she was coming. My dad had to tell me she was in town. Hey, your mother's down there, right? Oh, really? Wait, she came down here and didn't even tell me? Whose fault is that, David? Mine?
No, I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. That's not the point I'm getting at. I'm not getting at that
telling
part.
me I'm wrong. It's my
No,
fault.
no. I'm not telling you you're wrong. That didn't come out my mouth. That never came out of my mouth. But what I am saying, I guarantee there are some things that you do in your life that reflects what your mother or your father has done.
Anything.
There's things I do in my life, and I'd be like, why in the world not do that? You want to know why? Because I sit back and I'd be like, wow, my daddy used to do that. Oh, wow, my mama used to say that or do that. Have you ever had that? You never had that experience?
Of course. What's up, Dad? How you doing? Oh, he doesn't have the audio on. Hold on. Let me see if I can help him.
Yeah, unmute yourself there, Uncle Ray.
Let me see if I can do it for him. No, I can't do it for him. He has to unmute himself.
I
Where is
don't know
he?
what.
Oh, there he goes. Dad, you good?
There he
You
is. That's the President Obama right there.
Yeah, you know how long I was trying to get myself in there. I was getting.
Glad to see you,
Satan
Uncle.
had to
Glad
do
to
it.
see you.
I'm glad you made
of course.
What's
Yeah, how
going
you
on?
doing? How's everybody doing? Everybody all right?
Yeah. Trying to get your brother on here. Hey, Stephanie, she had called Keith and tell him to get on here, please. Somebody.
Yeah. He's home. You think he's home Sunday night?
Yeah, watching the game. I know what he's doing.
Well, okay.
Watching a football game?
Oh yeah, Uncle Keith.
Well, it's halftime now.
So then he needs to come on the podcast on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's what. Well, Uncle Keith, he's a pastor and preacher too, so he's all over the place too. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But on Sunday nights though, yeah, I know what he's doing now. He's sitting in every recliner watching the game.
It's a good game too.
So is Kansas on now?
Kansas City, Buffalo. Yep.
They on now? Hold on, let me turn.
Dad, how was the week?
Week was great.
Awesome. We got Tasha on. When's the last time you spoke to Tasha?
Oh, let's see. I don't know.
I think the last time I saw Tasha was at your party, I think.
Yeah, probably so. But I saw at a funeral in Plainfield, I think. Dickie Lee, I think it was. Dickie Lee, one of my buddies.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you remember him, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Sorry.
Did you go to Shirley's funeral, Ray?
No, I couldn't make it. That Roscoe told me everybody was sick of her. He said,
"Oh, that's right. Yeah, they showed
it. So I did. It was no, I didn't make it. I didn't make it.
I didn't either. I wanted to, but like I say, everybody was sick, and they said Roscoe was sick.
Yeah, I knew what that meant. In a way, I see I see Tasha's name. That's it.
She had a dog or something over there.
Oh, I see. In other words, it's got nothing to do with me. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to get into this after a while. Yeah, Jaden just did. I said, I could see you, but I couldn't get no sound.
Who's that, Ray?
There it is.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Thank you.
What's up?
What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I done got in the bed.
Why are you naked?
I ain't naked.
Dude, look at it.
I got cover on.
Leave my husband alone, Stephanie.
Y'all used to get on here at 6:30. It's 8:30 at night. What y'all doing?
We have a good conversation.
Y'all got on hoodies and carrying on.
Yeah, they're freezing out there.
Where y'all going outdoors or something?
Oh, it's cold outside. Trying to stay warm.
Coach Ray, he always got his hoodie on.
I don't know. Dad said he was a little under the weather today. So we gotta
Hey,
give him
what's
some
going
blessings.
on, buddy?
Hey,
How
nothing
you
but
doing,
well.
Terrence?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Y'all looking good, man.
All right. Welcome to 21 and Up, the Hill Family Edition. As you guys know, it's getting recorded. It's gonna be
Yes.
edited and up and posted. But I appreciate you guys coming through. And yeah, man, we were having some pretty deep conversations here. So you know, if you want to continue that, we can.
No.
Other than that, Uncle Keith, they thought that you'd be watching the football game. Are you watching the football game?
Yeah, it's on.
What do you think about the playoffs so far?
Oh, it sucks now since Green Bay ain't in there.
They've been some good games, real good games, man.
They're excellent games.
Yeah,
Especially when Tom Brady goes down. That's when you gotta party after that.
he went down. Yeah, they got him this time.
Yeah, he's done. Hopefully he don't come back no more.
I doubt it.
All right. So Dad, what's going on with you? What's happening?
Ain't nothing much. Nothing. We know we about to freeze up here. You know.
I know you got a hoodie on.
Yeah, I got everything on. Mask, glasses, a hoodie.
Long John.
I got it all. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, well, it does get cold in New York, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to be there no more.
Yeah, that's a good reason. Oh yeah. Single digit. Hey, single digit. 7,
Wow.
-7. Yeah, really, man.
Well, believe it or not, in South Carolina, in Florence, South Carolina, it's below 32 degrees here, below freezing.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
Where we at?
Yeah, but that part of town, yeah, it got a little snow down there too, don't you? Snow?
Yeah. People thought the world was coming to an end. Couldn't get no bread, no milk, no eggs, nothing around here. Boy, I was like,
No, Floridians flip out when there's frost on the windshield. Frost. I'm like, what are y'all kidding me? They're like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? I can't see. It's called turn the heat on in the car.
Yeah, they probably ain't never used their defrost.
Never. Where we at? 53. I'm at 53 right now.
53.
that feels good right there.
Yeah, that's good. I'm not complaining. Because you'll get 110 degrees and it's like, oh.
Yeah,
All right, so where were we? Where were we at before we got
we was talking, we left off with you and your mother.
All right, well, how about this? My dad is on. Why don't you talk to him about it? How about that? Get his perspective.
That's bias.
How is that?
That's just bias. That's
See,
like
wait. So Terrain could talk, it's okay. I talk.
No. That's like
and
me.
when Dad
You
talks,
asked
it's
me
biased?
about my ex-wife, and I'm going to be biased. Yeah, I'm going to tell my side of the story, right?
Yeah.
So,
But
I
you're
mean, that's
gonna
up to
hear
you.
from someone that's in the house.
go ahead. I'm willing to listen. I mean, if you want to tell the story, I'm here to listen.
All right, so Dad, they're trying to explain to me that I'm wrong for
we
not
didn't say that.
communicating with my. Yes, you did. Your mom did. Your mom said it, and then you said it. It's okay. I'm not
Then
mad. It's
you
just
need to forgive her.
That's what we
What is
said. We
it?
didn't say you were wrong.
okay. What is there to forgive? All she had to do was call. She got my number. I know she calls. Dad, we were talking about when she came to Florida. Remember when she came to Florida over the summer?
Oh yeah.
Well, how close was she to me?
Walking distance.
Close enough. And did she tell me or anybody I knew that she was coming to come see her?
I don't think so.
Okay, now I'm supposed to forgive who? There's nothing to forgive there. It wasn't like wait. It wasn't like she came and then I missed her and now it's my fault. I'm sorry, Mom. I should have been there. It wasn't that. So why? What am I forgiving?
Because you want to speak to her. You need to speak to her still, Terrence.
All right, well, she can call me.
No, you need to call her.
I called her enough times.
if it was just some random woman, or even if it was your wife, if it was
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna call her right now. Ready?
but
Hey,
this
Mom, how
is
you
your
doing?
mother.
Wait,
Now
all right,
that's
all right,
why.
all right. I'm gonna call her right now. Ready for this? Hey, Mom, how you doing? Oh, Terrence. Oh, Jaden. Jaden. That's all I'm gonna get. That's all I'm gonna get, yo. What's the point? What is the point of that? See, my dad knows.
Let's keep laughing.
That's what I'm saying. Like what?
Hey, how come I don't see certain people? How come I can't see?
You need to
How
take
come I
that
can't see?
mask off.
Faye and,
Where you at? You in the house? You can take your mask off.
Now he said he's under the weather a little bit.
I got a habit with this mask. We friends, you know, in the mask.
Yeah, you can take it off in the house case.
Well, how come I can't see you and Faith?
Oh, is that?
I don't know. You got your glasses on?
Yeah.
I see you.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody sees me. You know.
Uncle Keith is in the dark. Yeah, there you go. Needs a little bit more light.
Yeah, but have I got to do anything with my telephone?
No.
You're okay right now.
I mean to see Faye and Keith. I got purchase.
Yeah, maybe because you're on your phone. Maybe because you're on your phone and it's small.
That's what
you gotta slide the screen over and you'll see everybody else.
Slide the screen over.
And you might see everybody else, yes.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. See?
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, you know. Stephanie, Tamara, Peter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know, anyway, right quick though, Faith, you know I'm going along with you. I told that boy it was too close down there in Florida. They're almost neighbors. They didn't say a word to each other. I say, boy, that's terrible.
You know what I'm saying? And I had to call. She went to go see someone. I called that person's daughter who lives in the area. And she had to tell me too. First, daddy told me, then she told me. So if that's the case, that's fine. I got no problem with that. But don't say and tell me that I'm the one that needs to be forgiving. You know what I'm saying? It's not me. I did the best I could. And my father right there, he'll tell you. Yeah, when I first moved to Florida, twice a year, I would come home. And what I came home to, arguments, people upset. The last person I had an argument with was them. And that was like 2 years ago. The people in my circle, we don't argue. We talk and we build. That's what we do. You see? We don't argue. We don't use emotions. What needs to get done? Let's do it. Boom, boom. Let's do brick after brick after brick. Let's go. We don't like David said, time is short. They taking over. They're taking over because they divided us and they conquered us. We got to get back together now and start moving. That's all, man. It has nothing to do with someone being this and that and the other. If that's how you're gonna be that way. But we got to keep it moving, man. For real. So that's it. And my dad, he's on board. Thank God. He's like the only one I talk to in that house.
We put it together.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's right. But Ray only one brick. You got a few more bricks in that house.
Yeah.
All right, well, bring them on. They don't want to talk. I try to get Jaden to come on.
Faye, Faye.
Yeah, you're going to have an empty spot without them other bricks.
But Faye, you know about the foundation. That's all you need. I'm the foundation.
Yeah, you're the foundation now, Ray. You're the foundation now.
Ray, my dad's the rock, man. No doubt.
Yeah,
he's it. I wish he would be more hands-on, but I'm not gonna ask for everything. Whatever he gives me is more than enough. So I'm not gonna,
Well,
there you do it, are you?
He's doing fine,
Yeah, y'all look just alike.
Everybody doing okay. Yeah, we all right. But I want to say to just let him talk like I would say to him. I won't say it. Faye can say it for me.
I told him before you got on, Ray.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Hey,
wait,
that's
what was
enough. He listens, Faye. He listens.
What happened?
Yeah.
Say it again.
He listens.
Say it again, because there's new people here. Say it again.
What happened? Who said something?
Faye, just give me a little advice. little advice or so.
Good Lord.
Hey, Terrence,
Yes.
me and Uncle Keith are supposed to meet one time and go for a long drive and have a talk. I think I want to invite you to this meeting me and Keith gonna have.
No doubt. Let's go.
Right. So, but I'm actually going to West Virginia and meet with him physically.
Come on now.
Okay, so every 2 weeks, I have to drive to Tampa and Orlando. So I got to go this
Okay.
week. So this week, and then every 2 weeks after that is when we drive to Orlando and Tampa to drop off the food. So that weekend in between, yeah, if you want to do that.
It's not going to be anytime soon. For one, I'm gonna wait till it gets warm. I ain't going up there now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Two, and I travel a lot myself, so I gotta kind of balance my schedule.
Well, I got an RV, man. I got an RV. We can all hop in here and go wherever we want to go.
There you go. There you go. But I do want to go up there one weekend. And I want me and Keith, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna have a good powwow about, back then and until what's going on now.
But what's going on now? That's what I'm trying to figure. Like, what is it that is like?
But no, it's just a lot of questions I had. That deals with the Hill family, So I'm just trying to get some knowledge, get some information why he's still here, and Uncle Ray too. Because I'm pretty sure they see from different sides, they have different perspectives as well. Yeah, so.
All right, no doubt. Now I got no problem getting together with anyone, any particular situation. But just understand how deep I can get with these things.
No, we want you to get deep. We want you to get deep.
We were talking about Uncle Keith. We were talking about when we was in Jamaica, where you jumped on. That's like a turning point. That was a huge point right there.
Yeah.
And that's great. I have no problem with those talks at all.
Yeah. We keep that
Tasha,
up. Yeah.
I want to go to Tasha real quick. Tasha, it's not. Don't ever think for a second that you don't know enough. You always you know enough. That's why you're here today, because you know enough. So don't sit there and think like, oh, no. You tell us how you feel, and be good with that, because a lot of kids are afraid to express how they feel in front of adults or parents. We're not doing that no more. You come out here, you express yourself, you tell yourself how you feel, you tell us the knowledge you know. We can help you build it and direct you with family, right?
Right.
And that's what we do.
This is what the main basis for this Zoom meeting is, family, so we can reach out to one another. Because there's a lot of people on here, believe it or not, that have the same questions, same issues that you can reach out to and talk to and get some information, or just a person just want to listen.
Yeah, like I'll tell you one thing right now. I know Train jumps on here and talk. That's cool, but I just want to get something straight about Jackie. I've been thinking about this a lot, and Dad, you can hear this.
Jackie, you talking about Train's?
Yes,
daughter?
sir.
Okay.
Jackie is grown to have been a beautiful woman, right? Yes, but me, my daddy, and my cousin Sean, we raised Jackie. Keep that in mind. When Terrain went away to school, it was us that raised that young woman. Okay, and we did a great job. Now we got Jaden and Jalea that was raised by Terrain. I can't say too much for that. But just to let y'all know, Jackie was raised by me, my daddy, and Sean, who was in the house all those years when both my sisters went away to college. Just keep that in mind.
I applaud that.
Yeah.
On both sides. Man. On both sides.
We don't get no credit for that.
And I didn't know that. I really didn't know that portion.
I didn't know it either.
That's what I have to deal with. You was in there. I'm gonna give you another. I'm gonna give you another.
I didn't know it. I didn't.
You was there, Ray.
I was busy.
See the household I'm living in? Do you understand?
I got to call me daddy. She called me daddy.
But I applaud all of you, even Terrain. Those of you that know Terrain's story.
They did a great job. Oh yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. I applaud all of you.
I tell Terrain, I used to tell her all the time, yo, you need to write a book.
Yes. Yes.
But see, she can't, there's no bricks. She can't build. So then you know what? While you're stuck on that, I gotta keep it moving. And now, I got my own books now. I've been writing in journals since I was 10 years old. I got a book and a half and a movie.
I got a book for you too.
See, that's what I'm talking about. And that's how we move in life, by being creative, you know?
And you're right. Sometimes you do have to cut dead weight in order to get to the next level.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm not saying they can't jump on board later on, but understand something. I'm trying to put you on when we're building the foundation. Once the foundation is built and it starts to go up, now you want to jump on. It might be a little bit too late for you, but you still have an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So that's what we do. I wouldn't mind coming on here. I remember last week we was talking about how we're gonna try to find our ancestors, try to like expand the family tree. Okay, who's gonna focus on that? Like who's gonna work on that?
No, well, I could do that because I actually had started what do you call it? The thing online, the
online ancestry thing.
Roots.
I actually had started that a couple of years ago because on my mom's side of the family, we did a family reunion and we searched it on there. And then I had started on just curious, you know, to see on the hillside, you know.
Yeah.
And I did find I didn't have a lot of information about Grandma Hill, but I did find some people did pop up and I wasn't sure if that was family or not, but they were you know, like way back then, how they used to do the census, they would come door to door and they would write down like all the people in the house way back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, I did find a census and I mean, was Grandma Hill like her parents, like were there like any white people? Like, or I guess back then, if they were fair skinned, I guess they called them white.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Indians too.
Oh, okay. See, I was curious about that because a lot of that I did see, but I wasn't sure about.
Yeah,
that was
that's
really
us. Yeah, that's us.
Okay.
So you talking about Grandma Hill, Granddaddy Albert?
All
Grandma
of
Hill.
Oh, I didn't know that about Grandma Hill.
Yeah, because I was.
You don't think
I didn't know about like the Indians.
You don't think Reed looked like an Indian?
Well, I know she was fair skinned, but not as fair skinned as great grandma Lucy.
Yeah, that's what they said. Reed, Daddy, Granny Lucy said we all had Indian in us.
Yeah,
I don't know what else we got.
I heard that somewhere too, somewhere.
Yeah, that's both sides there. Yeah.
So wow. No, I thought because I knew Grandma Hill was darker, but great Grandma Reed, great Grandma Reed, she was fair skinned. Yeah. Well, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you'll probably find anything and go to checking that family tree out, man.
So Tasha, you gonna take the lead on that?
Go on now.
Yeah, I'll take the lead on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can divvy out the I guess the extra duties that needs to be done, like whatever we need to do. So yeah, wow. I'm interested in that. Stephanie, Sheena, or Stephanie or Keith and Tamara, if you see Ryan or what's the other brother's name? Ryan? Matthias. I've reached out to Ryan to come on. If you see them in person, tell them to log on.
When is the last time you spoke to them?
I got Ryan on Facebook, and I talked to Ryan about a couple of years ago. I kind of got on him because it was about Patsy. He didn't want to talk to Patsy. He didn't really want to, and I kind of got on him. But
so what you're saying is that there's a lot of kids that are not talking to their parents in this family.
Yeah. Yes.
That's not his parent though. That's his grandma.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I understand, but at the same time, like Mama said, you gotta forgive. You gotta forgive.
Yeah, Charles.
Charles' son.
Charles is born.
Charles is kid there. Charles.
Okay.
I think Woogie told me. Woogie told me he saw him and he talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to talk to him. Yeah, Woogie.
Yeah.
I said, who is that? I didn't know who he was talking about. Yeah, Ryan and Matthias. Who is that? I said. He said, what are you talking about? But that's I'm catching on. See, Ryan Matthias.
You work with Ron got problem.
Yes, glad, Dad. I'm glad you came on, Dad.
But she can't tell me not to come on my
Well, I had to ask Jaden, though. I thought I could do it. What was I doing wrong, you think?
I don't know. Like I said, your phone is different from mine. I can't really-
But he hit it for anyway. I'll get it. I'll get it.
No,
But let's start back again next week. I have to go chop some tight ends for my job here.
Yeah, that's
Coming
fine.
and going.
6:30.
So
About an hour
next
and
week
15 minutes.
at 7:30, Terrence, you gonna do the same thing?
Yes, sir.
All right.
What was it?
At 7:30, he's gonna send out a link at 7:15. So everybody get on. Everybody, Keith, Ray, Brian, Dias. I'm gonna get Debbie, Diane, and try to get Pumpkin and some others. I want this to come together and be like a family reunion to where we can actually know each other, keep in contact with one another, and just keep it going. Right? It's a shame we got all these family members out in different places. Right? We all so spread out, but that doesn't mean we can't connect.
I'm all for it. This is why I do
word,
this platform, man. That's why I got this.
Right?
Keep it
So let's
going.
keep the Hill family strong. And I gotta go. So I'll see you all next week. And y'all stay safe. And I love y'all.
Prayer and scripture.
Oh yeah.